Brazil. But say we will be our follow teams in India be PM World Cup na. Team be anywhere our free man who deserve say or go beyond baby I would do you know. And a team be anywhere so who deserve say or go beyond baby also do now we free. The Germans have not been the German team I for a very long time now. Abusia Netherlands came up against a spirited Moroccan side. Omo determined to make a mark because Morocco for ba with a heavy burden of last time around they were semi-finalists. And we are finalists and as champions of African football. Into the champions of African football no it mean competition in free the round 32 stage. So they put up a very good fight and they were a qualified group baby or modern. Brazil so against Norway. Abusia Brazil your team they are looking for a shortcut to heaven. But there's no shortcut to heaven. No question say the very pillars Brazil ebe the great the creme de la creme in world game no in ni hobiem into almost struggle and Brazil ko World Cup na yesi bobo strikers and then krofu bi buafu say and ada na wafa ne ma na uja ya Pedro yesi ba ku bi di Ago Thiago Hendrick mo na yet names a Brazil adeko no akoshe no way for now. Brazil film no almost striker no he has been scoring consistently since the days at Borussia Dortmund. There hasn't been a season at Haaland and shared 20 plus goals in a season, and that's supposed to be the quality of a striker. I was a Brazil enya and they be ni hobby. Unfortunate for Carlo Ancelotti ne Brazil team way player na me feel so betimi aboa mo despite your one ko bi ni the see any nyina was a brand your friend say Rafinha. Now me feel say he has a fighting spirit in him. When the goings get tougher, no woman a boy. Unfortunate Okuprai into game we went to me amobi. But any gamer now I say no way for no at round outpace them. And I say omu dominating totally. There were moments ananka Brazil for no so bet me ahead omo. They had a penalty. Omunya a true pass to Hendrick. But I won't blame Hendrick. He's a youngster. And this stage, you know, Onya Brazil a Nimo Honem boy on a consistent base. Emma and got us our confidence of wearing the national team JC to perform for them. So you will pardon them. But I think my friend said no way no equity a better team than the Brazilian national side. Or more they qualify ahead of them. Croatia so Ephraim, but Croatia in a game that omu free no na Portugal for no they were so focused on say stage where they free me because they went down by a goal and omu force ya Ronaldo nya penalty and then omu nya sa header no. But Croatia and the Croatia of the two editions of the World Cup. It is a Croatian free man busia and just surprising. Same can be said of Germany. Paraguay.
Croatia, the last two were finals back up. And we do semi-finals back up. So this time, the third one year consecutive. So we do run of 32 a few more. What's that normal?
Abusia, what share team? You're very sincere. The sort of football MVCG say Portugal be born. That is not the sort of game or mobile. Based on the quality at their disposal. Already Vitinha ne Bruno Fernandes ne Yao for no year or more respective clubs are. And into the mad don't wanna say Portugal be part of the favorite. But a sort of football no more what's more but no mobile. Into say Croatia be share squad with the Portuguese team we. That's what we you free man. Based on Niawo King, the last two editions of my present baby where it matters most. But I feel that share squad omo de na Croatia de na there as a fading force be into omo free man of course because based on the last two editions painful but enye surprising sir. Okay. It's not surprising. Paraguay ne Germany free now Germany game no cry omo botia Ivory Coast na now qualifying from the group no cry any cause omunya no easy sir and omu be share Paraguay and also you're tough teams akɛseɛ no ne hyehyɛ no ɛnyɛ ya change coach o ɛyɛ the whole structure ɛna adeɛ ma yɛyɛ kɛseɛ no osan akɔ back ɛkɔhwehwɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ yakɔfa coach bi abanti all of a sudden you feel say he is the messiah. It doesn't happen like that. Until you need to put the right structures. And no yenya wahana. Obi kofa, we have our Melo back. Obi kofa, Chris shooting. Kofa, Omanpanyin so for the phone call. Yeah, or say, Otto, I kidnapping you. I'm not letting you go. I don't need because we fail to build structures everywhere. Now, I was here, and no games, you know. England, Mexico about fine football, but Mexico record our competition way at the same. So we were tipping the English say, even though altitude you know your money in but say any brabani party akufia. Mexico shouldn't be a team. I was almost stopping England. And to say England ye Mexico free man, I don't think say a surprise. So this competition there was surprises there. Many shows CBSC. Many shows say. Surprise aba MZK Verde for ball no ball you know
against Argentina.
Omo ball no ball nya Argentina against Uruguay against Spain e wo omo pe na abe the only surprising package of this World Cup. Ball no ball no dey abusua so any but so we no way there na we individual quality ni teams no ball anyhow they qualify omo ni the side I share one of the most goals ever the qualifying stage. No way for we are na chi obi share 11-0 share 7 share 4 into a team ye nimumo for goal scoring ability. So anya surprising say no way Brazil afrim Brazilian football no abusia abo da brijo e da form say team keja into nya dia ehu say no way omo afrim in this competition. So surprise there ebi nya mem okay me hu surprise bia this particular encounter. The only thing that made Timaka say is surprising. I had the level of competition. Attackers you nimo omo say omo ya ade wo respective class omo she goals no. Okay. Mbappe eshe 6, Haaland abeshe, na Hurricane abeshe, na Messi abeshe. That is the only surprise because me who walk up every prolific individual nim ability and it possibly the obey me ayeno omo exhibited to the levels I share. Okay. It say Kylian Mbappe ball na sha you would expect to say game Haaland and so ebeko no ono so go akoshe yesterday he scored 2 goals and no so na yesenya Abrante friend say Hurricane so say ono so share for the 3 Lions of England. It is here can't anything about surprises I think the only surprising thing of this competition the fact that strikers no anye faced by the Messi and greatness and then they are still competing with him say almost equally that is the beauty of the competition. But to talk of surprise the I do not think say tournament BBS expect to say NSC everything that is happening the competition I think I equal and I said say bia obeka se surprise Donald Trump ayi Cameroon yefi Donald Trump name Gianni Infantino ayi so obi age record omu play age record onye eligible to play against Belgium na Donald Trump aye phone call ade call Infantino na omare send ayi ode omufa omare send omu decision say Balogun record that unya no na metie President Donald Trump also watching the game he felt that ball na foul and deserving of a record. That is why I offer almost say omo no more review a situation and yes ono na ka say mo record in free but he felt that and only there and yet the correct call. So the only surprising thing is see World Cup the worst surprise that we used to yabusia ba kope and makoya afi na menya bi say omaje record omare send ya Balogun ebe boss game no against Belgium. But for that I don't think say who surprises will walk up with him.
Okay, so far your country be Abeka say we yi ne ho say ono ne betimi age 2026 World Cup.
Yes countries be ayi omo ho Argentina kan ho. Okay. France kan ho. France Argentina busia ɛno England bɔ no ɔmo bɔɔɛ no ɛyɛ na nnafo mu mehu England na ɔmo ani abere pɛ results ɛkyɛn saa game no da but wanhyɛ nso ankene yɛ ka asɛm foforɔ so I think that
a 10-man England
ɛnyɛ easy o wanhyɛ anka conversation is different so the fact that England won that game I think me de no back home baabi ɔmo nam no ɛna ɛyɛ asɛm foforɔ so uyi ɔmo yi ɔmo so ɔmo bɛgye den deɛ wo sɛ World Cup we foreign coach nye yi sɛ woyɛ indigene anaa wofiri ɔman na wode ɔmo kɔ na nsa na wagye so France gyina yie ɔmo bɔɔl no ɔmo bɔ no gyina yie ma memfa African brothers nso nka ho
Morocco
ɔmo so bɔ bɔɔl paa nti Morocco, France, Argentina, the English I think this US for no I don't know if ɔmo betimi akɔ a step further but personally I've enjoyed watching the US.
So, may I say, so we are live our Akoma 87.9 FM. So this is Akoma Sports. Weekend the games about so World Cup no Canada. Etina ho Emma Morocco send by 3-0. Paraguay and so any France and the Bueni. The French it will need give no by a go to nil. Brazil and Ra Ankuya Momo Omunya penalty as early as the 14th minute. Ebo say no. And the 80th minute. And Norway, Holland, Etwatna, somewhere 89th minute, or Dabono, and Sana Brazil, Ebenya penalty, Ama Nema, Atimubako, the Amom. Then later, Mexico and England, and the Bueni, so give the baby, and not a 10-man England, as a Mexico by 3-2, and a fee, and a ball non-son and Umrea, Portugal, and so any Spain at the baby and there's a Mexico co-hosts were film. Obakaya, your boy na host for no more call him, but to me and progress further. Canada film, Mexico film, Aka US, say US or more so bit me progress and crossing. Ralph, so far, results appear more World Cup. No surprises me, and I dare quite
generally, shut down results be a PM or because of way they on the cards. Keved my a good game. Unfortunately, at the latter stages of the game, Argentina proved superior. So in terms of results, Nankasa say we'll find one by one. Colombia, Ghana, Canada, Morocco, Paraguay, France. If you look at all the results, Brazil, Norway. The only thing that you could say that Norway and Brazil, prior to the game, Nasa also we evaluate quality of squad. No, the assessment. I likely say offer Trossard now 5 year Haaland 1 or 2 if you want ma. Wait me like I said Brazil team they look decent on paper. But now say chef form. The struggles of the Brazilian national team right from say almost share tournament we Asia. And yes surprising amount. But if you are hearing Brazil in Norway and Norway Brazil I be looking like big but in reality the decline of Brazilian national team bigger than Ancelotti. Ancelotti and a solution to the because it's got to do with the whole structure of the Brazilian football. Ain't taking just one coach. Say you're good no about no solve the problem. And so now looking at it from that perspective, but now the man for the well Ancelotti there at least a strategy. How they call winning that particular game. Unfortunately, one man it proves at times you don't only hear you just need one man, one person per body per baako per the quality above all. Am I waiting me stand it on? If ocean so far much as I am born right from Friday day basis this there is no way I'll beat me any of the games Switzerland, Algeria, or Australia, Egypt, Argentina, Cape Verde till say big ball end game none of the scores now so surprising. The only one ubeka say yeah, just the Norway game. But no. So we see like I said, the quality of the Brazilian team. Anyhow, or more a decline. Now we say Norway now you'll be able to follow the struggles of the Brazilian national team. How almost struggle even to qualify for the World Cup. Any of that I'll be who say any surprising. So on the basis of that, games ni mi obi no on ma na nwanwa say resource PM.
Obi ayi ne ho. Obetimi aka say we mu de likely say homo ne betimi age tournament.
Prior to the game, na yem say Argentina and France. Na to some extent Morocco. But Argentina Cape Verde game on the Argentina me take a step back na me be say if Cape Verde beat me Argentina such a good run for their man, I'm almost such oppositioner. Ebia was a revise here no kakra. So Argentina dey no Emma menya kakra because in that particular game, if any the Messi factor, and the Messi factor is always the defining factor for Argentina. So we take care no free Argentina team no. Teams ni be bet me a match in terms of the overall play. Because a team I can hear people around here Argentina team now who say this is a team Alvarez and good enough to start. Maybe and as I have reason to mean that this is a team that should kill other teams. But quite Kivet for the almost fast when a certain indication say bia I was here a bit cautious kakra. France is also surprising because I felt that France Paraguay could take Paraguay to the cleanse and as more my game now is so simple. But a game never take a penalty and Sana France me execute qualification. It's a surprising me kakra because now prior to this particular game, French na actually a team na grow with momentum as tournament na economy no. Almost starting now say but as the tournament kept going on, now one will say team and then I mean for a team almost all your top players I had to form in the tournament. Mbappe, Dembele, Bakola, I had to form doing now we expect such France team need unstoppable. But Paraguay for no man France looking quite like a normal side. And no so Argentina then Cape Verde put the brakes on them. Emma realized say no, a team that and yet too invincible. France then so Paraguay Emma yes, eventually or we need it, but Paraguay say a team that can be tested.
Okay.
International Morocco so until the second half of Morocco first half of the game Canada Morocco looking say they are not serious. It took a second half performance because the very moment the first half in fact now hopes for the Canadians is so high because so say the way now you who say Morocco for them I mean Abema game now looking very ordinary say yes sir. But in the second half Morocco first said a semi-finalist last year or the last time round and the kind of goals almost say it was absolutely that he guy goals or say it was absolutely incredible, well calculated goals here bob ball across now one shot pick a spot na ball to Morocco the second half performance of Morocco indication say the least Morocco beko for me so Morocco beat me a replicate last time round in doing that yes in doing that I think that Morocco face France so that teams in if they encounter whoever sails through World Cup winner I likely say be free direction but Kabiru say France maybe wow
so what do you World Cup around Morocco in case
opinion so Morocco so this is where one you're very careful you say last 4 years Morocco team now grow in confidence and Canada game how Morocco buy Canada now first half Achiayam so looking very ordinary. A trail the gap between the two teams. One, once a team there's a team what a certain mentality say you're good enough say you all the way. It be taking only France to stop Morocco. Ain't taking any ordinary side. I can tell you, say Morocco can far any other side. Morocco will not have any. The only thing that best stopping them, France. No, once again, this will be when they walk out. But Morocco, from a semi-final berth, I am hoping that Morocco be to me what it takes to go through and again a step further into the final.
Okay, Saraf, thank you very much. So we're live on Akoma 87 on NFM. Madame Basisia, there were lots of issues you ever discussed concerning the Black Stars, our exits, how far we went our tournament, any of the issues are APP, you're the one some about me Basisia.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth.
Oh, Fabia, now what you say, and who did you know?
Mom, Patros, I took pace not that the buyer no. Semi distribution, and I'm a no shame, and I'm able to know me.
Wait, your excuse. Abo fratie, was sorry, no pa. It was what the tree was saying, and son, where did you? Now, no, so at the end, I sorry. What you say?
Yes, ma'am. Medical kids toothpaste now, or the buy and run, and they treat me soon.
Why are dear? Cal Kids toothpaste, dear. Yeah, mamma, frat is someone maybe in fear me, opimum fiancia.
I am dead, that is a strawberry. Let me be some dimple.
There be any toothpaste, and yet toffee, why? Yes, I did Cal Kids toothpaste. Be mamma, fra, wedi in fear me, opimum fiancia, dear to tree woman say. Every say, a boy, a seer in one bottle. Ana ashie e pamum wa e hase ne mana ho den mapa me bomoden se me de Kel Kids toothpaste be ma me metwitri wo mo se abribia Kel Kids toothpaste e ma mo fransi twitri ye ni jese
Kel happy smile
Kibo hot pepper Kibo hot pepper Set up on quina Get for your punch Johnny Spaghetti, noodles For your shit Johnny Kibo hot pepper Kibo hot pepper
New Kibo hot pepper powder. Moko shoo. This advert is FDA approved.
Yeah, to also I have come 87 on NFM. Pepe, yeah, but before that, team B can't be a surprise. I will walk up and say a disappointment, and I say will be so up perform beyond expectations.
Omo performing surprising me Kivet. Argentina needed the help of the referees to defeat Kivet. A game results no. Manye ni say Kivet betia jinani Argentina bobo say BOADI na me mom de me nkotena chire defend. And if the referee was fair, that incident now last minute a buyer when omote omoka 2-2 a branch and pick a ball a BT I think it was Nahu Molina a BT we are box mo twan or box now on the edge of the box no a referee jina wanya say no man ho oyi na ni see a mobile no omo a surprise me panam nim say omo betima tie jina sana omo nti no ma African countries bebre omo yema hip papa say Ghana if Kivet with omo players no more no they don't have players omo body the Madrids, the Cities, the Barcelonas, the Inters, the enya one omo players na ball. If they have the confidence to play Argentina the way they played Argentina. Now shout African countries need to say Senegal quality or the buy. No lead Belgium 2-0. Near through 85th minute that's still your bobo ni omo sorry ko fi omo nim say omo the next pair omo ko pair the Senegal ne ko bone ya be ban yeso afiri ma. I mean omo ba omo me bomo di me omo disappoint me kese pa ye Senegal team no. Okay. And omo a surprise me pa. Kivet. I think that but for referee no clearly FIFA no maka sɛ ɛnyɛ bɔne ɛyɛ bɔne koraa kuro yɛ nyina yɛ tim because yɛ mmɔ World Cup nkɔduru round of 16 round of 8 na yɛ Cape Verde mu ne Saudi Arabia ne Jordan na ebi ɔmo na nenam mu daabi ɛnyɛ World Cup ne yɛ bɔ no nti there's no way that was going to happen, but I think that referee was extremely unfair to Cape Verde with his total officiating. Like Messi goalkeeper 2-2. The referee was aware say goalkeeper 2-2. Messi who say goalkeeper 3-3 fast or Bobo Nashe. I thought he was going to give Messi a yellow card and tell him say
I'm calling for a replay.
Because the system wanted Argentina to win. Hwesi a tie baby Florent Balogun referee akomano red card. As a FIFA take a decision say red card near the Ama branch and I could review a red card.
Yes.
But FIFA say almost suspended ne red card no time over 7 no. Nti onko game a US any Belgium mo no timi bo. Actually no a serve suspension no. I mean
wow.
Yes call no free White House na buy. Trump na ebusa umza na yes a player no she go no mo yina free. Ofre akwara na omo change decision. Those are things that Japan enye fair. One thing I want to discuss Jude William Victor Bellingham. Jude Bellingham Abu Japan. Before the World Cup there were talks say and go for discuss kroyimu na go for discuss bi. Say we hear Morgan Rogers mo form na Jude no and say so Kobe Kabiru per Jude go no share or European Championship no ko bie ne nsam. Okay. Euros last Euros no. And almost akwaka say I am here. Say I am the man. Eti oye player, onye team player, no for unity ma camp. Me say Jude Bellingham be no mo kana sam no Jude Bellingham na at the age of 16 o take decision say free the domain of England. And then it's of Bundesliga. Now at 17, Okoji best player in the Bundesliga. Real Madrid had over 100 million euros. Akotono. Now the first season, Obeli di Madrid, OG the Champions League, OG La Liga. OG the best player of La Liga. And as I Jude, you discuss say Morgan Rogers more form Nintino. Yeah, General was says your friend. Later, sir, I some course wa fe be si so say showman. And I said, Debbie, just one yard there, or a player. Let me say, I think that the world over, media men and the English media in particular, they owe Jude Bellingham an apology. They would have to apologize to Jude Bellingham for the things they said prior to the tournament. And the players, they were pushing on the throat of Coach Thomas Tuchel said, "We more form." And no be no more ya so pan your man fa Trent Alexander-Arnold. Anko World Cup. Yeah. Womo kofa an injury prone Rhys James here nyina say on to be most 7 games, 8 games England by World Cup. Rhys cannot be there for England. Omo kofa Branch did Spence. World Cup near bowling nyina be say player on ya dey cry as Spence But he's there at the World Cup ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold because and Madrid and as a Madrid Jude Bellingham there were discussions me and Fanon World Cup near never come on deserve a start for England at the World Cup. This World Cup, in fact, I joined an argument one day. Normally I don't like argument, especially if player not bought Real Madrid. Yeah, I'm enjoying it because I hear because say or Madrid play in tia. World Cup na ye boni nyina me for the bia ni wa onim bo no bo e change Jude Bellingham. World Cup na ye bonu.
He was superb.
He has been the engine of the English team. And until I don't know England ball Ghana no. Still Oyadio but omu the man of the match no. He was disappointed with the performance now. When to be influence game now England then winning. So I say they should have given it to one of their last, especially Obu defenders because they defended well. Because Miss if you say any fair, but any one say we are saying fair, but sometimes we need to put people right of Japan. Esan say ye pass ball man Pedri na Pedri ball na ba na Pedri achia ne nan say no dia ye ball ni say intino Jude nya bi intino wo say ɛkyɛ sɛ Pedri ni mbɔ no bɔ kyɛn Jude Bellingham ɔmo aka saa asɛm no nyinaa they should apologize to Jude Bellingham. When we come to players with influence, players commanding and determining results with ɔmo influencer, I am not sure the likes of Pedri no. They come closer to what Jude Bellingham does for team Bia Wabobia and the national team England. So far, our 5 goals involvement in 5 games, scoring 4 and assisting 1.
Wow.
Forget about sir record no cry of a midfielder who cry 5 goals involvement. In terms of there was a Kabiru Mwadjuma. Mame sa bɔ na nka Mexico ɛhyɛ Jude ɛkɔ clear free ɔmo pole anymore. No bi ɔwɔ stadium obi asɔre ɛbɛ celebrate sɛ Mexico take abujapenyi. Jude Bellingham a ɔyɛ a player wohwɛ the setup na coach ne boy na he is supposed to play up front. But the interceptions ɛwɔ game no ɛkyɛn the central midfielder and the defensive midfielder of England ɔyɛ more interceptions ɛkyɛn.
Yeah.
Or you more tackles. In terms of take-ons and successful dribbles, Ubehu Jude Bellingham Abusapani, all pick a ball, no one take it on defenders. But me say, on Chiana 9 said, Lami Yama bet Chiana 19. Obit because ye can't born it there. Yana means that Jude Mobile and Gadia. Ye can't born it there. O can't born it there. Lami Yama pedi munim bocheno. Now, the honor about a young Gadia as a cushion ball. Those players only influence and change Jude. Me say in this World Cup, or you're the best midfielder in the World Cup. Name every central midfielder or offensive midfielder in this World Cup. When you're quarter of the performance of Jude Bellingham, I was a penny sabo. Nanka Raul Jimenez and I touched this baller. Raul Jimenez at the ball at what?
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham on your number 2, on your number 3, on your number 5, on your 4, on your 8, and your 6. This game you was supposed to play as the number 10. On the bench the last touch, Emma Bono and Tottenham, Emma England and City. I don't know how come people form that opinion and champion that opinion. Na atuton crofotrim no more kabi. Eba bonnet dia when in Bocheno, but as on the diano. Omo yes at Sadian Tata Ronaldo sa but a natural gift dia Messi will be cheno. No, then the as or year in home. Minim the entia. Adwuma wo yɛ ne nsɛ sɛ ɔyere wo na ayere wo deɛ ne aka sɛ wo deɛ ne nyɛ natural wo nya deɛ obi na yɛ adeɛ. I think that Jude Bellingham was shutting millions of mouths, was shutting millions of pens. I trust stories about Jude Bellingham. None of them questions about his relevance to this English team. If you want to find out how relevant he is, after the game, the captain of England, Harry Kane, in the interview, Okasa Madi Jude. Bellingham.
Yes.
He has proven to be the soul and the heart of the English team. Say England bet me a common power tournament to him. To Bellingham performance, no, and they crucial to one anymore. He's proven to everybody. So what style of play now? Pedri in China 9 fan control ball. No one need more pass now. Jude Bellingham in ye to what you say a bad born there with Nimbono. What I was Nimbo because what we play football for is what Jude Bellingham has been doing at this World Cup.
Richard Pepe Suarez. Yet was so higher command 87.9 FM. After young the Blasters of Ghana. Yeko World Cup ye said na vim no ewo form. Nina and say young boys no performance or medical World Cup no na and shadam koyi obakai na utuadu the kitchen team no the last half con young qualified. World Cup, you qualify with Ukraine. Games are your boy ahead of the World Cup. Ankoye, or Austria, Chia say 5. Near in the move by a name Koye. Record for Utuada's exit. If you for no chain, ya and son later, Omukofa Carlos Cruz at in the buy. Carlos Cruz a buy, you know. Not them know for me, so run in time to acquaint himself with the team. Into the year, Obo Wales game no was a friendly game, and your boss are giving you a draw. The first competitive game or boy a World Cup game against Panama, and a winning game no. though it wasn't a convincing performance. Then against England, or pass or draw, it's a point. If we say give no our qualify, and indeed he got it. And afi obebo Croatia essay by 2-1. You qualify Ibrahim the round of 32. And na anko ya. Ye konye nim say we die. Ye betia ye bibi. Nanso Colombia echi ye by go to nil. Sa game no ye nche dan ni hon komo kese. 5 minutes each. Na fi yemra. The farewell messenger Carlos Grace Ediama Ghana for nyina. Every president Keto Kriku die wa na for sports minister Kofi Adams ono so ne die e wa ha. Ghana ana yene ana ya rem akọ the round of 32 against Colombia. Na man for kra kire say e bi kire say ye sheda ana Yama Croatia say he sense near person dodge Portugal. And ye remu. The game man ye bo against Colombia. Let's not them no was true. But ye boy in Ghana a lose game no and we are out of the World Cup. Kakrebi on that game. Nafi Yemra issue. Saraf Ghana yen fourth game no tournament no. Ye rem round of 32 where's a man for and said that leave him say or cry you betting me Edru ho. But Colombia as a Ghana year free game no the na say kwana na we could have done better.
Okay, so Ghana plays third way a group, Colombia plays first way group.
So yes, I expansion nanka Ghana and qualify. Yes.
This I will say on the basis of that they will make me say Colombia for no the number of points or more accumulated goals or more share now share there no apart from Panama 1 goal I share was say holding England 0-0 you lose it to Croatia on the basis of Obia form and all the Baby remedy now sa direct comparison now because the Colombians better but in fact games are sharing in that run of 32 now the Ghana game was one of the most, let me describe it and say, very disappointing. Who say only one team and a bass or barbebo are winning game no. Colombia fought by and right from the beginning, almost clearly, so Barbe win a game no. Yeah. Once again, it's a strategy that you adopted. You adopt it against Panama, you use it against England, you use it against Croatia. I say you so keep pressure, you trust you bet me I manage game nanka game need drew a certain extent. Now if you ban you try say you bet chase game no. I don't know how, I don't know why. But now say a strategy. I think that your coach analyze your team no. The nature of the team, the fact that team no ain't looking like team abundant looking like you were a team. Now a knee-jerk reaction. You have to find a strategy that works. And that strategy is a corner. One man are dying for the opponent to beat you. Now if you watch say, wait me a leverage on that. Eddie Akwako Pegoa. I meaning what to say, but I had a problem with that approach. Even though a lot of people have said it was the only way I'm not gonna be to me the exit a group no. Because now say to me team being you know say no move to including Panama. Say to me Panama you know say no move to say ya tie gina say memma mienu gina ho no si akan because na yen team no apart from say you need a team. Yen players na akwye frafra kobo ya assemble wo coach ba ye nchenti the only approach was say ye be kone ye pu ye tu ne agina mu a tie no ba na opportunity ba na ya hwese betumi asha so that was the only way and your coach no so that no call for that against Colombia. Se Ghana winning I think that football wouldn't have been fair. From Jordan to Semenyo to every attacker be a parody or game be none of them and yes obi yes or boss shot kra kwa say ye boss shot am a ball na kwa ma goalkeeper chibi near we say oh keeper no kra watch ball. So from 90 minutes I will ball untimi more a single ball on target there. How do you win that game? You can only win that game they say who push the game they are be a penalties. And I think that football at times football reward the hard work. From the blast of the Colombian phone him say your team no we are going your best set it back. And no a strategy tailor made for us. So ye chase ye chase balls unlike the England game nana say we were in the game. In the Colombian game no we knew right from the beginning of the game we were not in the game. Because right from the beginning now a strategy that meets your style of play no. So you realize passing game na you swift pa. We were running and chasing the ball again. How they were cutting through us and exploiting your wings. Unfortunately, the time nas you're right back. Sana a free money there. And then who says your team is so much exposed. Now Ali do say do. Swami boy Ali do. Hey. Ultimately, Aquana psychologically wasn't prepared for the game. No, so I said no, on yet prepared for the game mentally, psychologically, physically, and struggle. Team say a game Aquana rain feed. And once again, on one born go on this half fan. Yeah, we have to say oh the positional awareness crown not a problem for him. But I say this, young to me criticize a team ni bebre, and to me can be beyond Carlos Queiroz. And the reason is that young crown. Now you need that expectation, say bit me a movie can the last 32. So no matter the analysis and the criticisms and the tactical thing that you will do, back to the point that the obey and why. Because I look at this team and I imagine so to pa and leading here to this particular team unim he would go team because he would go once again and the approach is say and he wouldn't have helped there because your team no na Niger cry to me Niger and team na mobo to me Madagascar money to me obi anting na mobo. So the only way was an experienced manager. Now on him said the only way out and say best set it up defensively. Unfortunately, Colombia for no buy no more actually your team now who say you're in defensive approach no. This is the way you be obey to me at break here and down. One ball no mono and slow slow build up. Emane NC2 game said in England no more you know. The game near swift. Na game near swift no so na yeah, see, in all the other games, they are compact. I say, UBT attackers now by midfielders, UBT midfielders now by DM, UBT DM now by defenders. In this particular game, just say, BBA Yejma, yeah, BBA no modify. And so we were exposed. Or more exposed here. In fact, for me, the 1-0 scoreline, a respectful my I say and shake a respect. But the truth of the matter is say a game pass say almost a baby nanka surprise. So I look at it and I say yes, Colombia force say I because right from 90 minutes any part of the game now to me say oh wait I say I say no because zero shot on target strikers absolutely lost in the game and Semenyona na did that so no how am policy no ensure say onya any decent opportunity in the game. Clearly we were out of the game and the center injury no for me it killed everything. It killed because that substitution unsettled and they kept using that right flank. They kept using that play because now why you very weak and I say right back now and be more go ne a buy but young criticize Carlos Queiroz. Young criticize players in the one no or more than able to me. The only way you get disappointed is that yɛn FA never learns. And aswɔden so say you can you tuado at the point in time man na ɛnyɛ realistic sɛ wɔsɛ ɔpa mo manager now my new manager said brad never build it for FA econo. That was the time who the sense in what a lot of people were saying say yeah manager no because na manager ne dey akwa AFCON AFCON went to me and fair and qualify baako a yakɔ no na yɛ disastrous nti no na wonhia a suit say bi obi timi ka sure say no wonhia a change in direction in terms of baby ana yakɔ no but the truth of the matter is say yɛn ball no ɛnyɛ saa ɛna bia yɛ bɛba Carlos Queiroz asɛm na ɔka no you could clearly see off the pitch no nneɛma a ɛwɔ sɛ ɛkɔ so ma on the pitch no kɔ so no yɛnyɛ nti yɛn na yɛpɛ a quick fix. You have short-term success to long-term problems. Problems na swing your football no. So, but the idea say, yeah, you better tackle the problems head on. But the ben say, you better friend feature. Tia ya ne fa ne Lucas wahani akwako fa ba we wahani akwako ni kick on mo boma jo mo ko gina ni nya 0-0. Ye ni jubilate ya defend nya 0-0. And ya se Panama 1-0 and that is the joy of Ghanaian. But the joy of Ghanaians should be building a side. And you know World Cup now Ocean Italy for to me and qualify. Side bia won say Germany air struggle. Side bia won say no yeah dear pay. They say article no. If you go there you will see structural problems in building talent that replaces talent fade no. You to me replace Asamoah Gyan. You to me replace Michael Essien. You to me replace Steven Appiah. You to me replace a lot of Muntari. Ofa we mu na for the compartment say we more respect to them. Obi and take anything away. But no credit say if you take Michael Essien, if you take Anthony Annan, now be Sibo, now be Yirenchimo, and other years are comparison. You know say embrace wait near more. But sir, emu beye dua enye se we jai no obi ase obi ball anya na me ya adom na ukopie ne ye se we Ghanaian na ne ya chase ni aba befro. There must be a deliberate effort to churn out talent that grows out to become the Asamoah Gyans, that grows out to become Michael Essien. Into a obi project a 5-year what's the name development plan for Ben Kofi. And the drew baby yet ho aba obi ne hu nya ni so ade hunu all ye no na ye nyina ye ntena se o si no ye ma ye me mu nje nchiti wa ha no ye be meet the age bracket we will do the right thing we will enjoy e drew baby sa players no na ye be nya mfa we mu de ne de
beba so ref na ni abresa pepe Ghana game no kakra bi na for yemra issues manage from sa game no Ghana we thought think you beat me aye bibi yes o do baby crazy o yes da any ma Croatia say ye said the be na ye meet Portugal say Portugal dey bia Ronaldo nti nemum Colombia dey ye wie Colombia game no shot on target cry amobi omoyef
engofon kika obi no share da ye coach no masa kwhwe matches na wa anya ade so kana se menye ye because okrakuru make sure say if failure and san yeko. So we arrived at the World Cup as failures. It is the reason sa England born man ko foji o moni sa na ko fo enam street so buy a bono 11 na ko foji o na because ya adwiri mo no ade na say yentimi nya hwe enti na Ghana your first time you World Cup game you na Italy na about 2006 your first ever World Cup game you bo you na Ghana for bofu. And no na Samuel Sekufo with all the experience we gather we as that's what tranche match like
yeah
the first time that's like fun so Italy there World Cup here go bomb na ekoje Thomas enya we did not accept it but when there the FA president didn't go for make sure say any that so be any ho and it's as one why ya so phobia omdo magiji bo mabegu mo ni mase na o ma hye nkofo ba na echi ene yakwa be say match we o monte da prediction ye nyina ye bi ma ne bam
sama kai mo so mo hwe so ni o mo so fo no mo nya football na maye
me say bondo o mutibi ka bi say teacher for nyamotre teacher for da bia nse so mo disi ense so mo disi teacher for ka bo asem fita for ka bo asem medicine for ka bi ayi mate for nti o ya so for betima ka bi but nka se nyame se ka bi sounds wa ka bi.
That is my problem.
Ano no edi asofo ni nyina e betima ka bo ni bi o mu nyae mayen
say o mo say nyankopon say ye say o mo say nyankopon
na make so ya so for so ka bi
wagu wasore
obi o ya accountant o ka bo asem obi e tailor ni o ka bi o ka na mamu obi anya no hwe ni feelings no waka nti yo mo nka mo feelings o mo nka yam say me free say ma adwem say be say me kanya me adwem bi ko nyame nsoma abo no bo de nyankropon bia ni wa Ghana ngwan wodi achi a otan Comoros otan Croatia nyankopon bo no de nti otan Colombia nkofo se okura no wi sam ni cocaine nti no nyame mpa o masem ye wi o masem
nyankopon pe Ghana asem je England
eti no kwasem ne se bo no bi pe obi a okwa so okabie but me ka se nyame na se kwakubu nsam ese na nanom se dana ayi Kever fo ni abrebo mo bo no se no a predict 3-2 for Kever kwofo no wini ya ko ba je credit na fa ne yebobo nyina okurade bi wo so okikire masi mo yezeyi ni nyina akwa o
niema Ghana hia pa
ni nyina akwa bu
japan enye yizu
enti wo ya so for ball ka bi
fad na ekum nipa nyankopon nyi ho asem nti
ti se die teacher for ka bo asem fita for ka bi so ka bi na mo maka nche se nyame se bi ko nyame nsoma wo ball nyame de ball no pa de ho nsoma wo ho se nyame pe asem che obi a de ye kwa kwaje da bi jai unim omo munim na so for munim de omo ko fe da ya analysis to omo ya analysis ba be si so da bi mpanyimfo ni omo ya ne nye but unim mu a kire wadwen se de me yere 100 bi kire na adwen no kire wadwen se de obi atibi kire na adwen fa ball ho no wa kire bi ye bia mo no abisa panyi coach ni wa moye ba kokura na yentime nka kwaya Ghana faso asate up no unim see about 3 shots on target e 4 games here boy.
Wow.
4 games shot on target here 3 1 2 3. Oh, coach no wa moye o. Na 7 no me say nyoma na se ehwegu na no. Ntu de se na nye but coach wa moye kwambi azo panyi.
What do you do run of 32?
Inti.
Say team the nine that's Afcon cry ya nkobi. And what me ko work up from the group stage.
Work up on qualify there boy.
No.
Ni anko Afcon ya qualify for work up ti uba na so bi gwidi kura say born here born. Ghana ntimi ntrati opposition. What number of touches here in opposition box in the whole tournament there boy. 4 games. Number of touches in opposition box. Ghana omo a touch board do power Ghana squad no. Hey Gideon Mensah. No aba
Gideon Mensah ye
left back. No aba Jonas Ejajiti. No akọ Derek Lucasen.
Central defenders me.
No akọ Jerome Opoku. No about Thomas Partey. Go for 5 na no mu gina ye ho na ye born no. Ompa ni nya touches or work up ni ye ko ye. Coach you know he set up Ghana to fail. But no question say okay enye ye because ye mfa team more less than a man to the World Cup. Squad he obi ani say coach nyo na ye. So na ye squad na. Enka Ghana down by a goal. Na kwasi sibo apira na se ye change a now so the Elisha babra wa wo de August Boachete o a o ya attacker o ya number 10 Bible zu ti wa Bobby onimomo eduka coach na se mebre babuza panyenye yi. The blame is on Kurt Edwin Simon Okraku and the FA no. The fact that they decided say omunti obi a yenti obi a born ye ne dia ye ne ye etino ye the criteria back criteria na the buy no na person who Kurt ye nim guase nipa ebra all set criteria na so ma criteria na e de otuado betom but set criteria otuado wo de wuram kura obepie still ye wi no de adwuma na koma otuado a proven winner at the highest level of football otuado ya ono ye trainer scout. Apologies to Minya Songuru Kwasi scouter. When you teach, you are a teacher. So when you scout, you are a scouter. You go for scouter. 2 wasted years. What can I say before the World Cup? Me catch you say Nigeria for movie no. The anchor na the brave no. No, wasted years. We connect Ramsey Noah. Ene no natural tra afede na Ramsey Noah ba Lagos. Oba Lagos ya. Na obaka check get one bi no match wasted years. Wasted years. And otado. One the man be. Enti the blame technically coach no anya there. But abusu ba bi asem ni free pan say. The FA make sure say we will not go to the World Cup to go and perform because one of the adwuma na coach onima adwuma. Onya there. He is not an average coach. As we dem catch o to onya average impo. Any dey adwuma na man waste years. Any akofa away close to the World Cup. Entiama the oya no ese agi ani say ye call round of 32. Omaya ya bo quarter finals da. Now round of 32. You're 2 steps away from the quarter. But don't say as a G as a fan because Nanki will be an easy bit my hair. It's yet to do young fans. A fan saying you have a penny. Or my idea, coach, and more body by an idea. And Yakura ni set up. How a near boy born? How I still your head down, you Columbia, you're saying. Minim say Yamina ya dumo. Se kwasisibo a prayer. Me too many share on na like so lazy boot. Me say, hey, no be no boot no kwa na say. O lazy boot na kwa dey. You down by a goal. And akwasisibo aso ni sire mi so pra. Augustin Boache te ho. Christopher Babos te ho. Brandon Thomas Asante te ho. Walk up ne boy ni nyina bisapanyi. Brandon Thomas Asante. Enya one assist. And 1 shot on target. Jordan Ayew ebo 4 matches. 1 shoot 2 boni bi anko po no. But sa kwani mobi. Na ya sign the Elijah Osu bama. Ya da form we are down by a goal. And akwasisi bo epra. Epra de na nyame ase bare se ke nyina epeje se kase urade do ase o. Na nke de Augustin Boache, Brandon Thomas Asante bi, Christopher Babonzu. Se mon kwani mon ko create chance yenko shego. Na coach na hwe nyame no afre he's on lazy in the boot. Obian so the man you boot na friends. Steve Obezi the boot no so asompa. Ese ko mo different am kacha say on amre bi kotoko game bi na kotoko ni asek baba has posted. Coach ni substitution na player not neighbor ko kacha ko se ko that match onyam match. We were form pa man nkom. Man nko de okwa bu am pa kwa na ba mu abuzabanyi na kotoko asego. Still coach ni say kwa na define orders nti obe suspend no. Na sa kai Elisha Osu creative ka check coach Mr. I didn't know unhwe bia ba bia dunu he na ye da form ye hia go ma we mu ba konko enso bi pan coach no afanzo wa man tem no otro brofo motivational speaker we bi na me guys me Raf ka just ko hwe akwana ko ji ezika day to me be ji ezika who's the coach wa motivational speaker chro sam no otro de bia flood yi ba ye the message no e mu odukura chan Ghana mpany for the omode bae
Pepe Charles
motivational speaker wa mo aye
na yet so coach Carlos Grace eye de
said you chicheche you be ameta fro ye mpany for na ho
aha
omo kan ho na obi Ghana ye security ni ye porous sani ye mpany for no behave no kope Carlos Grace tama Ibrahim Mahama ni foreign affairs minister no
ogujato
ekọ omo kasa wie no ne kasa yemu no okay sa mo kra no bibi kitu abi so mani ene esa de ade ma yi
eno aye
asombo ye mpani for the way obi a rush na ya na menim say holiday destination ni mo nim ba bia me ametima suggest bia mo so omo nyina timi ko hia wo ho na omo ye just like odwene ho a opesa wo te ase o say otimi de panyin bi to level bi pa obi na no kasa 1 2 ano say wasan sin form ade a coach be abusu onye adwuma surunku bia o osada meje me fans onye adwuma surunku bia o he is a coach onim the quality a ohia at what point in time nanka wo de o start why your defense ya dawasi match na Ghana ni bia suro was Ghana against England ahonso ne ebo ani eden pa na nya point na wa form unit etimi anya we awia for strange reasons watu ha wabra Elisha ono a ogine hu di se level ho no anya na level no no ono a ogine hu di o de opa wo ne get number friend no buza no ono a be ka kire say ball no so chen
why number
o wo ne get number omo na omo ka no kra kire omo na omo ka no kra kire football is open no kra na and then the get nya adafo Fresibo ono a be ka no kra na ya ko a tournament with 10 attackers. Coach in the press conference, Ebusa say, or record say, therefore, are you a defensive coach? Or say no. But he could do honor, one quiet any attacking. But as a many yano, the me ya pa woman say, Minyaya, Nanka me ben uraketo kriku. Consistently. Me the whole day back to the first time I Oba here qualify for World Cup. Ye South Africa for any free muna issue by okay can same be maybe can Danny Jordan in South Africa for say mo brabe na ma ball football ma ye kasa mo be can be yaji say I know san to aso with no time for matrama kwe say me ben pa ho kama ye nneoma bi a che ne free or say mo na mo doubt say even group stage you be qualify but okọ ho no
okay
omo koye press conference say oni asamwaja mo koye yi bi ase no say those who don't believe will go all the way na so who target ni say you go all the way na you free our run 32 na ka first thing they say I share the sentiment of each and every Ghanaian and all believer with this team. Therefore, we feel.
Kate statement no ha me de ba.
Who be kan we nyina no ato eta. Who be kan we nyina ha. Da bi bodo to for ma tiefo no mo person. Bro fu we awa ye.
Ya betre. O se be kan
ba. Na he na sheet mienu.
Answer question na mbisa.
Na ato eta me ne de. Pepe APM ni o. Da bi. Na be kan we nyina da bi.
Okay.
APM wa ha. LPM e wa ha.
Mate. Na coach Carlos Perez e na sha ase. Na owura ni tiremu a o say football like life teaches us one timeless lesson. You either win or you learn. I live this journey with pride in what we achieved, but also with the healthy dissatisfaction of those who always wanted more. Reaching a higher level should never be the destination. It should be the beginning of even greater ambitions. The future of the Black Stars will not be built only on the pitch. Black Stars' success must start off the field by creating the best possible environment to prepare, protect, and develop Ghana's extraordinary football talent. To my president and board, thank you so much for the opportunity to serve the Ghana national football team. It was an honor and privilege to serve the country and the Black Stars. To my players and staff, my deepest gratitude for your courage, commitment, and unwavering dedication to the team. To the fans, we cannot claim complete sporting satisfaction, but we can proudly say that we honored the colors of Ghana and restored respect and credibility to the Black Stars on football's greatest stage. Thank you, Ghana. The journey starts now. Pepe, Coach Carlos Grace, after the World Cup, the statement, what you say, Ejumano, what do you see?
Yɛdanase sɛ meka wanyɛ hu but yɛdanase na ɛnyɛ ne fault yɛka ne pie nyɛ ye ɛnyɛ ne fault sɛ kɛyɛ ne fault a yɛbɛka kyerɛ ne paa but ɔno a kɔtena ase na ɔkɔhwɛ matches 4 no ɔde ɔkɔkyi yɛ no a infa ɔbɔ 5 matches yɛne Wales
friendly
draw ɛna ɔhyɛ Panama ɔno a duru fie paa na sɛ ne ma no nso ɔmɔnyini kakra sɛ da nti wokɔɛ no yi Panama pɛna ɔtumi kyɛ ɔne koraa no yɛbɔ defensive approach ɛne yɛde kɔhyɛ Panama o.
But what's now yanke mmoa?
Coach no dabi ka mmoa. Me see yɛbɔ England game you know
well nya time o pepe.
Yɛbɔ England game you know busa Ghana for 10 emu nine because be man a lifetime contract. Yɛbɔ 2 games you up for Mike ko buso ma me fon kora tutu ayi bro kwan wa we obi ato microphone kora san de abɔ mo ma so. Busa pan. Especially when Ghana for nya Kevin in Argentina hwa enu no mo bo full rough say Kevin for team no mo both players be yom bobo njira. In fact no way for team na on bobo no way for team na busa pan. Omo ya de omo nuru 5 no way team no. But no way for him say omo greatest asset ay Erling Haaland. And no time abon no kodi akwa no. Na Alexander Salot ejina yie na odi jade say ma me mo nko wiem. Na ko wiem na Haaland hwiri na ntibo a yahye go. Did we play to the advantage of our best player in Semenyo? We reduce Semenyo to defending in our box. Semenyo nya more touches away area at your position area. Abra ye ko World Cup ye nim say Semenyo ye greatest advantage. Et team near de ko no. Ensi e bobo no to suit the style of Antoine Semenyo. Na Semenyo no hunu suru nya bi bo a. Te say de no way for no gidie nyina ne say Haaland nya bi bo a ye be ko ye nim. Brazil for gidie om de ba World Cup nyina ne say se Vini ni hunu so a ye be nya bia bo pa be ko ye nim. France for ni team no kura no ya hwe Dembele kura ball. Ayi akwayo nimbo bu birebe yi aso bo Madrid ye fa say Olise no Bakola mo bia kura ball a omo hwehwe player ba ko pe Kylian Mbappe no. Did we play the game to take advantage of the strength of Antoine Semenyo? No. Coach da binanza so tra ne baba no na say GF for that person say enya baba sana ya say enya baba so no
resignation later.
No, resign from there. You find so mfen ko work up era so bo.
Say 4 months na demand na nso.
And am say die ntiri e fa na djuma.
Yeah.
But
he was given a 4-month contract.
And you be catch am so munim di omo ya. But we ko krata no be bie no state 4 months no. Ba bie state and say afa no so mfen ko World Cup. World Cup ya boy dia wie. It was tried. No more expected here. One person ya say you are boy yan has a baby odi adu ehun bi da. Enti ene ne nkasa ye anye coach.
I say he lives the journey with pride.
Me I cannot discuss our World Cup with pride.
So pride. Oh no, I bobo foreigner first minister aba say the president say coach na adwini mu no. Wa ya mamu no. Sana oh, me see empanifo no. They are the biggest problem of this country.
Sikani Ibrahim Amakraka say Obesi Stadium. Na afoforo yeso ya makotre say ye hu de wa ye ni bi da afoforo yeso. Meanwhile we are not a nation of Japan.
Bible yesu oyi kandifu a osipesita. At no point in the Bible na nyame yi bazawala say obia say ni animu. Oyi kandifu oyi obi oze we adwuma say nam de hyewonsa ye fa ko wie pa ya ha na yi obi a say fancy life no na de ye omode no ya hye suit ko kabrofo na ye wo ba bi camera sere ne ntwaw say you see I am sick and tired of the people we have as leaders.
Any I do a be higher because enche na AFCON qualifiers no so shall see you. There was no coach.
Enye hu ba koro kra yankobi abusu yankobi we nya asem bia ni ye say baby ati yo baby ati die be si bia nya hu die na esi ebe hu krom ha ade na esi ehu an sese bi ayi be ma be ko ema eja na bia ano ni ade ehu je say we do abusu ya anya ni ade ehu say yeti a ye nko AFCON. If we have prepared a long term na ke ko we ni say Pepe kura the start World Cup but also yemfa we ni ko start as a basis bia ye be build a team for AFCON qualifiers. And yakonya Jerome Opoku ajete ye hu de ye yes Papa Lucas be start ye hu de ye yakoyi bi afiri ho ye ko eniama bo first half ye so and only start the bi mu inakia be boy ye hu de nakide mai o park na so crucial game ade ye be fie no. Yes, inakin sa maginem. So you ask yourself say ɛdeɛ yɛ ankasa ne yɛkɔyɛ wɔ hɔ what was our target for this particular tournament a yɛkɔbɔɔyɛ ɛno ne the sad part of the whole story.
Maame mmra wɔ question so nyame adom a bosome a ɛtɔ so nkron no mu no yɛbɛbɔ your first AFCON qualifier.
Let's say 2 months away because we are in the 7th month now.
Ghana versus La Côte d'Ivoire.
Hey.
First game. A date. Yeah, quite we. First game, yeah, quite we.
Okay.
Date, you know, Kabiru Safabra said, when you answer 21st September to Ababi Rum Tieni. September 21st to 6th October, never bought first 2 games. Who's about 2 games?
Ghana will group C.
Yeah.
For group not to my Kabiru.
Enti. Saturday to you bought La Côte d'Ivoire na near Befie. And the minion who said Somalia, ne Gambia, no Mudia, any Bebono Fino. Not ye match day 3 and 4 near November. Yeah, November, no.
Wow.
Yabasabo. Not match 2027. You bought 2 games. You qualify. Or more qualify. Not qualify. Your group, for group. In terms of penny, Ghana new coach. The new coach has already the Black Stars. As a week, we're going to hear. Now, Ministry of Youth and Sports and the coach.
And how long so by now? Carlos Correa, the time, Lisa.
No, where they saw about the qualifies and your tournament. Not, but as your name in them.
Ghana will group C. AFCON 2027 finals. No, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, the Gambia, and Somalia.
And
4 countries.
We have 4 nations with them. Oh, compared to the last one, I am Kobe. We're more danger. No, because last one I am Kobe. Now, the Palancras Negras of Angola, Jenny of Falcon of Sudan. And a Niger for them to think crying. Kaukudi Park, Ebo, and Jenny Sundays Bajiano. Still, some group here we match. We lost 3 and drew 3. Young Kobe. And to see any money, no. Adia so man, yet you want to say who becomes the next Black Stars coach? That is the next step of the penny. And say, sports ministry, LED, MEA. Now, Mr. Rao. Mon can check sports ministry in Ghana by any say. Ketokaku, the competence to appoint a coach, you know, you on Yadia, or need a competence, you for coach. And Yadia, when you Ketokaku, as a Jademano. He has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that he lacks the capacity and the competence to appoint a top-notch coach, a better coach for the Black Stars of Ghana. Onibi, I'm Japan, you are there. Ghana, and Yepe coach James Kosiapia at the AFCON 2019 under the normalization committee led by Kofi Mayoko Far Western Kofi Amoa. Dr. Kofi Amoa. Yakwan drew round of 16. And your normalization committee jai GF take over your elections and Ketokreku winnie. Wouldn't cut the first appointment as Black Stars coach. Sike Akuno. Offer Sike Akuno. Sike negotiated the AFCON qualifiers. They qualify you.
Yeah.
World Cup qualifiers, you know. Near Gusu Ayabo. Some World Cup qualifiers, you know. Amate ko twamna ekunko tomu Cape Coast ma ekwaje penalty South Africa for koya appeal. Ket fa ho akaseti omzo munimbo mo nya board am twaso no.
Yeah.
Etisike ade qualify for the AFCON. World Cup qualifiers was a panyini ewu. Ya qualify for AFCON na no say. Enya matrama kwe. Anon kan for no chese as I try and error. Matrama kwe me try me yanko so bi. And we see we have Amilo back. Okay. And also a committee no mo form yo. Headed by Dr. Randiabi, no mo take committee. And we mutna se no mo di nkomo na nkofo di application. Yeah. And also we have Amilo back. Say Milo no. Ya bie so de si oboso me yansa.
Ya keke ara.
And ya de unim Milo akeki ni ya de disposable spoon na kwasa bi. Abe eti. And abuja penye ho no. yɛde kɔtwere hɔ milo back no it falling flat in the face of ketokreku na ɔno ɔni hyɛ mu nti no yɛ na adeɛ no backfire saa na wayɛ ku dɛɛ saa afcon no na ofiri Cote d'Ivoire ayi Cameroon a obɛwura kuro no 2 am a saa time ne yɛ cameras so ɛwɔ airport ɔkɔ yɛ adwuma bi yɛ ɛkɔhyia no 2 am ɛna ɔbae owie na ɔbɛka kyerɛ Ghana foɔ sɛ Ghana no ɛwɔ Ronaldo bi ne Messi a monka kyerɛ no nkɔfoɔ monyɛ saa monkama no ntom so from we have our Milo back ɛna ne yɛbɛkɔ World Cup ɛna ɔkɔfa ne darling coach Otuado na Otuado bɛbɔ 2 games yɛne Nigeria yɛbɔ draw baba yara 0-0 yɛkɔbɔ 1-1 ɛwɔ Moshood Abiola ɛne yɛde qualify ɛna Otuado de yɛkɔ World Cup na ɔkɔbɔ 3 games 1 win and 2 defeat owie na ɔkɔ the post match Ghana ne Uruguay yɛahyɛ ɔkɔ post match na ɔse mekɔ amankasa meyɛ adwuma wei kyinkyi ɔmo sɛ mmɛyɛ ɛna ma mbɛyɛ ɛdimi no mesɔre ha mene ɔmo ni ayi bia mawie menyɛ adwuma no bi kɔyɛ me scouting job no ɛwɔ ɛna ɔkɔɛ ɛne yɛfaa a new coach in Chris Hilton ɛna Chris Hilton deɛ qualify for the AFCON with ease ɛne yɛkɔ ne yɛkɔ firi mu ɛwɔ group stages biem Ketokre Kuba na ɔbɛyɛ press conference ɛwɔ saa time na yɛ golden to be Lancaster ne kɔ bi paa na mpɛ sɛ mtie man no na asɛm ɔbɛka ne nyinaa ɔne China kɔgyina baabi ɛkyerɛ China gyina baabi bɛyɛ 20 minutes ɛkyerɛkyerɛ China sɛ nyɛ coach no paa wei ne yɛde kɔɛ na nkɛde Otuado ne kɔɛ a kɛ yɛkɔgye afɔ yɛfiri hɔ no wɔsɛte committee sɛ yɛpɛ coach na committee ne sɛ ɔmo pɛ coach a why coaching 15 years at the highest level or a proven winner why you say and nkɔfɔ de ɔmo application by yɛ te sɛ Santiago Solari mu nyinaa de application by ɛne yɛwie no ɔmo ɛyɛ ya no mo bɛnde nneɔma naa na kɔyi Otuado ɛna ɔde Otuado brɛ ɛna Otuado amfa yɛn qualify for AFCON amfa yɛn qualify for AFCON and I am building a point there the next Black Stars coach appointment you know we must do it without the input of Kurt and his administration because Omo prove beyond reasonable doubt. Say Omo need the competence and the capacity to lead us to get a coach.
Yes, sir.
Matiti be about Hervé Renner. Some people within the corridors of power, James Kwesiapia. On the World Cup, itama yapon Otuado. Ne bimu yasenka Otuado Kwesiapia, but nipa no we fe on the Kwesiapia di no ba. No Kwesiapia no cry ESCO member. And almost you coach Sudan, Tigana ni Sudan Baba Bunji, ya yina free ESCO so. Ya yue no, o man restore no. O man restore to ESCO na, o also na no amafa ni position no. And Tidina Bano. But Hervé Renner no so abjapanyi omunya kefa aso oba form dodo. As I grow no or oba form dodo. O decline dodo.
Mate.
Enti ma dwem say Ghana enya coach bi abjapanyi afa no wasi so. Or ambition. Unim de atia Milo mba yomba yade no. Ratoma Duskovic mba yomba yade no. Omba yisu Ghana say me be bomi wo modern pa na say media pa adwuma. Yempe a young ambitious coach who will come and build our football. I'm just paying my last point. I'm the man who is. I say me the man kakura Stephen Pacho Boame. I work up here koi players na about 26 na record. Omusena about your junior ranks. No, I'm pass you through the ranks. No. Apart from Abdul Fattah Isaku. You didn't go under 20. Dan Ladmo under 20. Fattah Isaku. Fattah Isaku. And time na Baba Raman walk to kono so under 20. Abuzabanyi. Ketokre kunim se national team no. One build a process where ya and found okay 2010 squad no. Me can see akwa AFCON 2010 obi abambui. At that time on Dover FM you sat on radio and said say a pejanda 20 team no makwaje World Cup in 2009 nkwa Ghana yebedu final. I remember.
Yeah.
And the Milovan Rajavak ede under 20 for yi. Efra the Black Stars team na kan kai say na Sule Muntari suspended no. Esiane pra Stephen Appiah pra. And ye call AFCON 2010 e Angola. E buso ya mo final.
Yes.
Yeah, call work up, no, I see a call work up. No. Now, Abaya say, coach, now is we're falling in love with the boys now. Omoko ball 2009 World Youth Tournament kwaje no. After na Black Stars players ni bi. Omo ne san kwada na busapanyi. Omo position in the Black Stars. And the coach eventually settled on Andre Ayew and Oja like he says on fan go work up. Because they are building under 20 team. Womo etimi take over the Black Stars. E free hono. Under 20 number than 7. Now boys no 24 him. Yeah squad no. No they are but maybe management committee member of the under 20 because say management committee member say mo be a slot me anu anase me ensa.
Yes.
Ya under 20 ni gu ya say you want progression bi say. You will progression some kwada we mu. To say the Andre Ayew my favorite midfielder. Ajingo bebe to Ajimamadu. O ka say team na Jonathan Mensah ka ho.
Yeah.
Na Samolinkum and ebo 2. And obo Black Stars 2. Na Dominica Dia and the other head ball now Luis Suarez in Zakwachi no 2010 World Cup. Ketokre Kupa under 20 mon kan chama de kura ya build from under 20 na. Ye bet menya progression plans say ye twani ate say. Ye akwabi ye friend Schindler BOADI. Ye Dimirika ne 2 play. Obi and the Joshua Champon. Obi and the Nkatia. Obi the Manu. Obi the say the be answer Ghana din twato ne Dimirika ne yakwakofa. Na curtains say no because na no ye call Wales no. Steve Oka so call London ko ka say on tiase say Ghana from kra no mo abruchiri no. E bobo no de ma
Other countries.
eso mo e be body ma ye. E say no. On working on under 17. Under 20 and 23 abusapanyi. Asem na mo bonno na jokame Yesu. Say Ghana pa ya dachi in terms of ya under 20 ni under 17 away. Kete ba ye. Under 20 he fan ya rise drew. 17 he fan ya rise drew. 23 he fan ya rise drew. Egu. And wonam you can work at Johnson ka kobi menu na so be body ma ye. Because dini ya kwamna menu. Onso ya fra Gerald Kwanza. Kwanza dia ya fantini ba e na aboma England. Eti na adwene mu no. Yam build ya under 20 ni BM. Yam build ya junior national teams ni BM. Ya build ya na say ya build ya player. Inaki ya ko fa no free Spain. Na ye konso de abrofo no mpeno mde maye no. Na nya na frempom mu nyina bo national team de ma Holland no. Na ga say
Na tipepe da my member coach Kamara Akwaba. Manager, I'm sure you are in town. Akwaba, Nyamisha Opa. Yet also na every president on behalf of the Ghana Football Association, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to you all for standing firmly behind our national team throughout the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now, Urani Chimwa or say yes, you could do round of 32 and disappointing, but on the day, we are immensely proud of the team. Say Omutime call that far. Now before 2026 World Cup no, I say na man for said that nye team nindi. Ne mum team let me agram I could do round of 32 obo omo abaso ye papa na or say ye bet me atoto nyama ye. Or say I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the government of Ghana for their unwavering support, and to all our sponsors and partners whose contributions made this journey possible. My name is Journey Kura possible. No, say World Cup player Coco do round of 32 no, and offer a possible journey no. And he run it same one. Or say I would like to thank the coach, players, technical team, and the supporting staff for their dedication, commitment, and sacrifice for the nation. In ticket, Anna Ode Aseda, Emma Ubia, or say, the future of Ghana football remains bright. Till we are ketu, or say the future of Ghana football remains bright. The Football Association is committed to building a stronger, deeper, and balanced team that will return to the Africa Cup of Nations, challenge for continental glory, and reach even greater heights on the world stage. We Kate, then someone or kicker. Also, let us use this moment to dwell on the. Let us not use this moment to dwell on the disappointment of the team's inability to advance to the next round of the World Cup, but forge ahead with renewed determination and oneness of purpose to build a stronger team for the future. May God continue to bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. Kate, the every president, and our order will be asked what you more see baby a cocodu and a power will be our basso. Now, the sports minister, Honorable Kofi Adams, and so at the name of Matija. Ura ni chemwa, yes, run of 32, and ye call Ekodru ye. Now, on so ye was say, we have what it takes to partake in every World Cup and get out of the group stages and even go further. So, we didn't make it. Our wish was that we would have carried the day, but we played so well, and I believe we don't regret we went in. Everybody is congratulating us, and we have a good team. It means you exhibited something good on the pitch. We a sports minister, name some worker, if you walk up a call, you're playing body no. So, what's it? Honorable Kofi Adams and can what Kate is but our minister see we played well. We did so well. No crazy.
I was saying, seminal, the air woman say we can't effect change. Kawi oman penyi tie ka na juya also ye changes. Sa aso aye de bon kofie nyina ya hwehwe wo ho a ye hu na bepie baba yara.
Wow, baba yara video.
Aso aye de bon kofie dua bayere wo eho ni montem ho nyina ye hu. Ama ho asam no man sorry ye dawuro obonya asam keto asai wo baba yara.
Na so ayira.
Na this year epe yi dabreko. Ye prepuna. Ni nyina ye peyi. Ni nyina ye persona ewo baba ya. You see, if you call yourself a football nation, we can say Ghana is a cocoa producing country. Why? Their track record ewo ho. See a ton microphone ye go DB ye exporting ye bi. You see a football nation. Yeah, ye league no ntimi attract big ball because kenim. Yes, so ntimi nton ye akese mu nko. Tom Venom, broni ofri baabi e na abeya academy. Na ho kra de nka wonte hwe ase no, o mampanyin. Na ka yem build a national academy. No, mine na say government school ya post to teachers yi bi ko ho. O mo ye training wi a. O mo de o makọ classroom. O mo wi a, o ma sa ba training gym. Ye wi a fe no, ye bo na de bi wi national. Now ba amina ton players. Just kaba o man mu. Bibia say ni ho. She ka say Brazil ya football nation or transfer sika free transfer football mu e ba mu economy nim. Bibi say ni ho. Ani ye ti ha na ye de brofu kasa. Ye de brofu kasa. Na we hu panyi we ya o she space. Panyi we ya o bo suit. Panyi we ya o ye say. Ena ase ye twa ye ho frede e wo one circle. Ye gina ho ye gina fa ko BT times since nkroma ba gi ndi be uja ho krobodu se ne namfofo be ye bi sa gina je tene na yi kutu a champion so be ye gina fa ko sa ena brofo ne ya kan ye ni progress bia na wo ka se September matches no na so da me busa se ya we na home because na say no Accra Sports Day a bar stop boys no na omo ko ho amzo mko yi gata mutiti fu
so flooding bi kra ko okay
absia ade ndi edru no de me ka chiro last year na
so mbenya de akọ Morocco
omo me upload ade no on mine no that will be the safest way ade e be go bia no
yanya ne say
yeah upload wa Alibaba ni enka say we are selling Ghana total in mama right Kabiru search mama na e fan to was square hwan no you say on mine kase ni gold wo mbo site wo crude oil wo ye wonsuo aye kama de aka no so ya ma meton ntema garam ye ton no bi anye ne fa We can't make us say, as some make us say, yes, some make a chron.
Says, why the Nagan and why the
No, mine, I at Tiha, Yentimia Bibia, my whom any GM. On mine, I at Tima in so 30 minutes, croning in us. Yeah, blow to Ambabato.
Let's carry a yache.
Yeah, Chamo Bia, Mimi Yamadi, Amacosa told me in principe. I was your man, baby. I got an Adru. I was your Uyana. Oh, baby, I drew.
Nagana,
Ya tournament. Che, Nanka China for no Bahadabia. Ya rich papa near who could tell you that yes, I could tell you now, Tim and Timoa, while one I am who look. Ya rich pa, but you who crack. A country like Ghana, Bibi e wo maimu bia ya ahokyere obakon kran ya ahokyere ubedi 9 hours wo kwan so uti anye ya container bi ayi abebo ka so akun ebu eyem ya oye kosi ko padaka sama boy wo sabi o forest o na sensu to akro ni nyina because galam say yenya solution ye ko work up nso ne fa coach bi say omwa ye ne nkomra sports minister ne say obi e boy abaso wo man mu na onim say de kevade ye no eso chen de 2006
so the country is grateful for what we've done.
Citizenship free mu cause I'm grateful si vo grateful
Kofi Adams dey ka say you the country is grateful for what you have done. Net year or can say be like the coach said he has a team and not individual skillful players. So, we came as a team, we played as a team, and we are returning as a team. Kofi Adams, Sports and Recreation Minister.
Ayi omo chron se ma ministers no. Omo check omo qualification ye. Ebi mu wo honso kra omo nya abreast with football.
But some minister make us on cancer.
Yeah, I have to omo one fast maybe omo na mfo bi na omo twa. Wonso obi wo timi tworo pa but onim football mu. Inti bibia no atworo brofo na man. O ma panyini ne bekasa. Yenso e wa abonten betimi atwere ya adwena fa. Because nsema wo tworo yi. Ene de ekosi ye no. Ebo abura. So ati de make na say. Inti misra mo honorable minister omo tworo mamu no. Eya mo mpenkrofo a omunim nindie fa sector na mo ye ho adwuma no. Inti say energy sector mesro de obetro release no ma onye obi a wasua de wo onim energy situation no onim the history of Ghana's energy crisis eyesa na obey informed inti de obetro bia no eba abonten a ebeto asom bo nyansa sem bebre wom a ebetimi afa bi but fo obi ote brofo keke say wonim ade bi okuta the masters ono na show office na bi oboa won tworo there's nothing wrong with it but there's a big problem with it when the message is trying to convey a babonti abeya abotesem Capo Verde fo no koduru ekrom ho no obia park ne car momo ba ho na be jiamo a country that is grateful for the performance of the Blasters mo ba no ho na be jiamo ho na be jiamo.
You came as a team. You played as a team. You have done what we can do, and we have reached this point. We are grateful for the service you rendered the country.
We need a
The
ministry now.
country is grateful. The Honorable Minister added.
We know your more.
Kasama Ghana,
That be ABI sports ministry. No, shemu you sports and recreation. Yeah, shemu ye. We need the we no ntimi nye nyina. A collective. That be we never your officer.
He is the one handling the sports.
We never your officer. We party ntimi nye the collective we of Ghanaians. The country can be grateful for them.
We are grateful for the service you rendered the nation, and the country is grateful.
Honorable Minister, to quite come na because I'm talking adom TV political first now we follow current affairs. They say the Bibianya Papa BMT. I don't waste my time. To quite come na.
Are they?
Na team akobo World Cup quarter final. Abo AFCON two finals. Egypt je baako. and Ivory Coast they penalty give back. We say we are grateful. Now who ban one and okay. Oh who's Obia to Ghana just no action. The people of Ghana, the citizens, yeah, patriotic than omo the corridors of power. Obia said 3 million, 4 million, they didn't care because it was Ghana. They were ready to sacrifice almost kakra akotwashe. Into why do you say near share any colors now? It means Ghanaians are grateful. Me say I had this idea na me more next time. So more for will be our sector bia say your energy sector sports ho say your them Ghana health ministry ho sector bi omo fa bi omo fa nipa obetwra onim the records Ghana's records history any the current idea ekoso na otwro eba abontia amehye obi abufuo man kofa wo fa say ote brofo a ofio say wonim tronti no akotwro bibia ba we who is among the we that is grateful
bebe Honorable Kofi Adams express was Ghana for your team na se papa ye grateful for adia o makoye no
oboa onim de oka sports minister no boa no one sans onim de oka
sir
yeah so who was you bet me dia dance say wo ye Ghana ni ti sa wi kro no wo ka ho na wa ka ma Ghana for ati say wi na honorable ni use no say e busu panyin ne nkofo because me minim say won ka ho
David
ena me gogo jampo me nka ho Steve tie ya na ni ho hantwa ni abri on ka ho eti who are the we
say we be ode ne ana yen kan say
Central Steve say
or kasa on behalf of Ghanaians not NDC party not the president who appointed him but kasa ma Ghana for nyina
na any mistake no ye say bia ono no Kofi Adams de kwa no boa na o ka kire say hey ne voice bi o ka
say e kwaje work up
na bi o kodu work up no mo friend zoom bi o say we started with 48 16 have left we are still here we are now in the round of 32 16 will leave we will still be here then we enter the round of 16 8 will leave we will still be here
quarter finals
now kono ka che da Kofi Adams di okọ ka che so ye ko round of 32 aba and on why satisfied but ma be satisfied da bi agro no odie na edu time bi na ma agro no ya agofun so agro na minister ni di but ya o ye
statement or the about
oh da bi ya agofun no ye di na busapanyi ono anen nsema o kan no if you want to take Kofi Adams and what he said before the World Cup, then the Honorable Sports Minister cannot be satisfied. He is not satisfied.
Or say you're grateful.
See, yeah, Conan Koka say, on the OGDC, we do run of 32. And your corner of the penny, you do run of 32. And what catches so grateful, and like you never just to say, I'm pa. Mine is
Rebecca, say, could you walk up? Okay, say, lead no.
Oh, you come out with the Nagana Pajana. No, enti abzapanyi nya simbia honorable asema wo kan nyina wo boa
because obi a wo say ekwaje work up dey you do round of 32 dey I wo say
better no afi abeka kire say afi dey ni age na wo ka kire say ekwaje no na na wo translate ekwaje ni to round of 32 aye free ma as the coach said oni hwe ka na we no honorable mun kan kire say afi na obetene kaka nka take it na Ghana toya ekwan fa so ankofo ton ya na fe ni ebeka ho asem ne yebobo ntini ni nyine no so afe ni ebeka no asem pa nti mun ka je Kofi Adams say ya da na se so akwa aba ye obi e grateful to him on e grateful nye team no blaster players o man ye hu o mo amo hwe o man ko hwe world cup rase edi mo mfa ye asem ko mo say yes ye grateful ye nkan kire obi ase ye grateful Ghana ni bia ni wa kan ba bia so ye grateful Honorable Kofi Adams akwa kogu ye ni mase wonu mu dwa bebrebe ene nsema aka bebrebe no ba kokura mam Honorable Kofi Adams wonu mu dwa ye ekwa asori fie ma asofo kwa hihye nkom ne ade a de ba kokura mam this is the first time a blaster sako World Cup mu anu obi abopunum kokoko ne abie no de esikani bi aba obazo no mukasa ne abie no abekasa ni nyina Honorable ya beka kire wa kire ye o ye bobo no ntini anka no England skafo ni ho abujaban obi ani ska o UK ho o te say World Cup ni e bo na wo mu a na obi awuram no akọ no o tibi ya beko na ya akọ ye say adwuma ni ntabujaban mon kantre ona buko fi Adam say World Cup ni e ko ye no nyamia ni nipa wanye hu ho na ade a abujaban yebetimi so aka ho asem na abujaban sam na jambo
yes sir
saudi one kwasifori adofo kakra
ai the great kwasifori
ede mi hu dia sanya sam na mo ka chem say so wa don ka tie pen
ai
eti ye ko na
ye bed
ya wo ye bed kitwa bi ma no na wadua nkate no se edru time a ye ka se ye ko twa nkate ya ye twa na se ye sa
ya sa nkate se utu ne se gu na fa yakotete no ukose kwa
ya na me kan me kuro masa me ofa mu nyina na no ko ye wo mu eyebi obi abedua nkate o baba sports stadium no o tu
ye be di hon komo
o hwe obi abedua nkate o baba sports stadium ya nkate no mu etu no but
nkomra he omo na ti wo no
aha ntuze nkate
we ya hefa
baba sports stadium
derby
me desa o se derby me desa o se derby
baba sports stadium
Kabiru the stadium no Kabiru my the stadium no nkonya na be ba na fe de na buza panyin ni because me hu e mo anfa no anka ma anye
ah baba sports stadium
se baba sports stadium na ye we
na we kra ye ayi mfuturo na wo ho enye baba
o nyi say baba sports stadium oh so hwe the other baby one was ha no yellow seat ni pie ba se Kabiru the green seat do na fe de o nya chinya bi but me de akura sam try no minim say nkate na omo edo ni se ni akosa na wo tra se se de lady
ade omo ya dey
etem zapanye ni
wow
eti baba sports stadium na omo yeso o de emphasis
Brakoma 87.9 FM on Facebook na be nyame adom atena ye ba ye be di sa ankomo no mama mpeki course kakra na fa yenye mu ema new team no 03224 98035 0243 114497 wadwen chere ne sen bra hello good evening
abusia panyini
madini
abusia madini ne ajoso kwa mu abusia oman we on oman na ye team no chese enema bibia ye basa se bi ye mpanyimfo no mudi anim no menim se ya bro no mo yenyen o se ye dien yo ade na enye no ye timamfo no ye team a ye kasa ade ne nya ade ne nye no emso mo do mo hu ni saa o game changer o hu ni saa kra se so mo nim se obakwa akobọ mo ho modin ama ba isu na Ghana fo su ye tax na editi o mo ka no o mo hu ni saa abusua wa hwe baba ya la ye ba o Facebook hwe baba ya la pa se ye dua nkate o na pepe kan se ye dua nkate o se ye dua fesa dien yo hu ento ma we pa nti ye bi maintain fesa dien ko su bia abusua ni nya de yedu
we da se jami cha hello
abusua good evening
yes sir
Mr. Kini ahomaso
etio
the main can say Peter so kai no ahana kame ba kala wa kano Ghana for football yen say no African countries no board we free from ecoso ba efe for no ya efe no me free for eba from who so ka sa afcon e kwa je ana 24 no kwa je no who sa team ni be wure mo ko Gabon e ko fa na se be sa ko South Africa we ba no bi sa who say starlet way ana 20 way ana 20 company ni bi na Kablasa we say ka re ni chance na ni uga sa blasa we no de mo kan de omo no nya adwen omo de business ni omo yo omo no de mo kai de omo nimpa ba omo de na say omo build the team free ase nko e no na say blasa na do ho na no na we omo ko place won chima no ko fro ya ba no my listen no kwa dana ko diska no mo ka say nyina omo bi ni ho kia mo ka no mo just Kennedy no mo zamba tinase de wa ba afon qualified coach yo kwa Oma ko fa coach aba the same thing abaye oma coaching seven da oma na ema no nti ya mo hwe so ye mara se
ate meso me da se ahaya koma 87.9 FM David Okwampa Dave o Connecticut ma men salute you me jidi se bibia boko beba ma men na me homra sisi ya Metwas.
Semi sorry no pa. Kel Chaco toothpaste na me de twitwi me se. E ma me confidence de muni nyina.
Se wushia ama na me si fitai guso na mesre a. Eya wanwa hu. Me de Kel Chaco toothpaste ene twitwi me se. Obo ade ni pa e wo bidie mu no. Ene e dia ye Kel Chaco toothpaste. E boy sen ho ban e free mowa e boy sin mu tokro. E se ahye ene enumunka. Sure se amani Kel Chaco toothpaste so nie. Yeti center for.
Me dia magical Chaco toothpaste atubu. Me use na no pa. Ya na dwa me koda no. E ma me sinye fita. Confidence level kwaso. Enti bi na ma. Da me si 32 ni nyina guso.